All right, so we're going to try and solve a quadratic equation in x using the quadratic formula. We want to write the equation in standard form so that the coefficients of x squared, the x squared term, the x term, and the constant are all on one side equaling 0 expanded. We want to identify a, b, and c, and then we'll just substitute those values into the quadratic formula. So let's do this one here. It says solve 3x squared equals 2x plus 3 and then approximate the solutions to the nearest hundredth. So the first thing we need to do is write it in standard form. We want all of our terms on one side. So we're going to subtract 2x and subtract 3, and we end up with 3x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. So in this case, the coefficients now, the coefficient on x squared, the a would be 3, b would be -2, and c would be -3. So when we plug this into the quadratic formula, we're going to get x equals, we have our big fraction, the plus or minus with the square root. The first term is the opposite of b, so that would be 2. Underneath the square root, we have b squared. Well, -2 squared is 4. And then we have minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is -3. And all of that is over 2 times a, which is 3. So we'll start simplifying underneath the radical. So the first thing, like I said, we'll simplify underneath the radical. We have 4, and then the next term is -4 times 3 times -3. So we have two terms, -4 times 3 times -3. Well, 3 times -3 is -9. -4 times -9 is positive 36. So we have a positive 36. So 4 plus 36 is 40. So we'll have x equals 2 plus or minus the square root of 40 all over 6. So we evaluated the denominator. So now we'll simplify the square root of 40. So the square root of 40, I'll just do this down here. The square root of 40 is the same as the square root of 4 times the square root of 10, which is 2 square root of 10. So what we have is a 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 10 all over 6. All right, the last thing that we can do to simplify this is because we have those two terms on top, we can distribute the division, or the 6 in the denominator, to each of the terms and rewrite this as 2 over 6 plus or minus 2 square root of 10 over 6. And that would be the same as 1/3. So 2 would cancel with the 6, leaving 1/3, plus or minus. Again, the outside, the square root, the 2 and the 6 would cancel, leaving square root of 10 over 3. So these are our exact answers. These are written in radical form with that square root. But we can approximate these answers then too. So I'm just going to take these up here and we'll approximate with our calculator. So one of the answers, x equals 1/3 plus square root of 10 over 3. And then the other answer would be x equals 1/3 minus the square root of 10 over 3. So I'm just going to use a graphing calculator to do that. So in my graphing calculator, I'm just going to plug in 1/3 plus the square root of 10 and then I have to get out from underneath the square root, and I'm going to divide that by 3 too. So that would be 1/3 plus the square root of 10 over 3. So it looks like we get 1.387,425. If we approximate the 2 decimal places, we would end up with 1.39. We'll have to round the 8 up to 9. So 1.39 would be our first approximation. And then if we just hit second entry, right above the enter sign, we can go back and change the plus in our expression here to a minus. And we should be able to get the second answer, negative 0.72. So we'll just leave it negative 0.72. Sorry about that. So this is approximately equal to negative 0.72. So these are our approximate answers. We can do that on our calculator to get that. But our exact answer is x equals 1/3 plus or minus square root of 10 over 3. So let's look at this next problem. Solve this quadratic using the quadratic formula. And the problem with it is we have all these fractions in our equation as our coefficients. So we're going to clear fractions first, because I don't want to take all these fractions and plug them into the quadratic formula. It's already hard enough to simplify. So we're going to multiply the left and right side by the lowest common denominator of all the denominators. In this case, we would multiply by 6 on both sides to cancel all the denominators. So as I distribute, I want to cancel the 3 cancels, leaving a 2. So we would have 2x squared. As I distribute to the next term, again the 3 cancels, leaving a factor of 2. So our term, we would have a negative 2 times x, which is negative 4x. And then finally distributing to the last, the 6's would cancel, leaving just negative 5, and that would be equal to 0. All right, so now our quadratic equation is in standard form. A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 2. B in this case is negative 4, and the constant is negative 5, or C. So plugging this into the quadratic formula, we get x equals, we got our fraction bar with plus or minus and then the square root. So the first term is the opposite of b, so the opposite of negative 4 is 4. Plus or minus the square root of b squared, negative 4 squared is 16. This will always be positive. And then we have minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is negative 5. And that's all over 2 times a, where a is 2. So we'll simplify this underneath the radical again first. We start simplifying this. This would be a 16. We'd have negative 4 times 2 times negative 5. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Times negative 4 would be positive 40. So 16 plus 40 is 56. So we end up with x equaling 4 plus or minus the square root of 56 all over 4. So 56, if we simplify the square root of 56, the square root of 56 is the same as the square root of 4 times the square root of 14. So 4 times 14, this is the same as 2 square root of 7. So we end up with 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 7 all over 4. So the last thing we can do to simplify, we can take and distribute the denominator to the 2 terms. We'd have 4 over 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 7 over 4. So we can simplify this to be 1. 4 over 4 is 1. Plus or minus, here the 2 and the 4 cancels, leaving a 2 in the denominator. We'd have square root of 7 over 2. So our two answers in exact form, x equals 1 plus or minus the square root of 7 over 2. Now, one thing I want to do to caution you is that we don't want to just solve every quadratic equation the same way. So that's a lot of work to simplify the quadratic formula. We're getting used to the steps to doing it, so we're consistent and we're keeping the problem structure, keeping the composition correct as we go through. But if a quadratic equation can be solved by factoring, try factoring first. All right, I just wanted to mention this. Try factoring first. It's very quick. If it does factor, let's see, this would be 2x and x plus 2 plus 1. This does factor, and if it factors, we can get our answers very quickly. So we get x equals negative 1/2, or in this case, x equals negative 2. So if we want to solve a quadratic equation, the quadratic formula works for every quadratic equation. But it's a lot of simplifying, and if we can get the answer quickly, then by factoring, then we want to definitely use that. So in the next section, I'm going to show you there's actually 3 ways now that we can solve a quadratic equation.